So, you spent all those years in college with the hopes of getting into the workforce quickly and easily to support yourself and help your family. As soon as you graduate, you start applying with well-known companies in BPO because you heard the pay is good compared to other industries. You think that's probably a good place to start your working career off. Weeks and maybe even months go by, and you start to realize the cold hard truth. Most companies don't give applicants with no experience or fresh college graduates a chance. You won't even be given a chance at an interview in most cases. Why is that? Well, it's time for another cold hard truth. A lot of applicants with no work experience tend to have a general lack of professionalism and also oftentimes have basic behavioral issues as they have never been working adults and are new to the expectations and processes of the business world. Most companies don't want to spend time and resources on applicants they view as a waste of time. The good news is that Ameritel doesn't let a few bad apples ruin the bunch. At Ameritel, we realize a lot of people with no experience have the potential to be great, and we are willing to work with them to unleash that full potential. So, let's just go over a few ways applying with most other BPO companies differs from applying with Ameritel when you have zero work experience or no BPO experience. First off, let's get a big one out of the way: the salary offers. Most companies won't even give you a chance, but the small handful of companies that will accept newbies are going to give you the lowest offers in the BPO industry, and even worse, they are going to start you off in the hardest campaigns such as telco or collections. Imagine making only 15,000 pesos monthly to get yelled at all day on the phone. Ameritel doesn't actually require you to be a college graduate either. Some BPOs require a minimum of 2 years of college completed before you will even be considered. So, we are one of the only BPO companies in the industry that not only accepts no work experience but also doesn't require any college completion. So, another thing new applicants will often wonder about is how hard the training and campaign will be. Well, many companies will require several months of training before you are even remotely close to hitting the production floor. This involves a lot of deep learning on products and services not even offered in the Philippines, which makes it even hard to understand and relate to. At Ameritel, we have a 1-month training that just involves a short call script and a few different easy call scenarios. Easy to learn and easy to get started quickly. A common word you might have heard associated with BPO from your friends and family working in the industry is toxic. Why do you think that is? It's because most BPO campaigns are extremely difficult and stressful. Then, on top of that, you have the metrics and goals always changing, which makes it almost impossible to ever get any incentives. Now for another big one: the scheduling. One thing that is well known in the BPO industry is that schedules change constantly. Most BPO companies will keep moving you around to suit whatever their client needs at any given time. You might be working one shift one week, then a totally different one the following week. Then, you have your off days always changing. That's not to even mention having to constantly work overtime on what were supposed to be your scheduled days off. At Ameritel, we have a fixed scheduled and weekends off forever. No shift bidding, no rest day overtime, and no scheduling tricks. These are just a few of the ways applying at other BPO companies is very different than applying with Ameritel BPO when you have no experience. As you can see by now, you have almost no chance of working anywhere else, and even if you do end up landing one of the few other available BPO jobs, it won't be pleasant, to put it nicely.